Pretty cool. It is great. I love it. I think this is especially with COVID, so we have the All right, here we are at Monell's. We just got done having an absolutely amazing lunch. Like all you can eat family style. We got to meet a family that was from Nevada that was sitting at the big farmhouse table with us. We got to meet a family that was just drove down from Chicago this morning and stopped here. It's the first time that they'd been out doing anything from COVID in over a year, like the first restaurant that they've eaten at, and they could not have picked a better one. So Monell's, it says circa 1880. I think that this particular building was built in 1905. And really they're known for, if you like fried chicken, biscuits, you know, green beans, that sort of thing, that's really what this is known for. And their breakfasts are just absolutely phenomenal. If you're in Germantown or you want to live in Germantown, this is a restaurant that you'll definitely be visiting often, but not too often, or it'll catch up with you a little bit. But yeah, let's walk around a little bit to the side, but the inside is just all historic, so beautiful. Today's nice enough, it's about mid-March, to be able to eat outside here in the Nashville area, but they've got a neat little bench over there that you can just kind of sit and talk or relax after you know, having their all-you-can-eat family-style meal. Lots of different tables outside. They've got all of these benches here because normally, especially for their breakfast, they'll have a line where there's people that'll wait an hour to 2.5 hours just to be able to have breakfast here. So, nice little area out back too that you can seat with some picnic tables with some umbrellas there, especially during the summertime. In the evening, it's really beautiful. You've got the running water there into almost like a little pond that they've got, and some lights up top that lights up. So they do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. Really a great spot. If you're in Nashville at all, this is a restaurant that you got to come try. Come see Monell's. All right, here we are at Tempered in Germantown. Such a cool little spot. Like instantly, this is my first time here. Great date spot. They've got coffee. With your coffee, they give you little chocolates to go along with it. There are chocolates here. They've got tons of different types of chocolate on the inside, and they actually make it homemade inside. Like while we were waiting for our coffee, there's somebody in there that's like mixing together all these different chocolates. Super cool. But they've also got whiskey. I'm kind of a whiskey fan. So whiskey, wine pairings with the chocolate, and coffee. Cute little sitting area outside here. Again, we see like the brick pavers and just the trees blossoming along here for springtime. You can still get, you know, some of the downtown Nashville view here. But this just shows you some of the character that you get in Germantown, and they're all over the place. I mean, just within eyesight here, we see another coffee shop across the street, the German Lofts area. We see the Germantown Cafe. You can get coffee there as well. Just really just a neat spot. So if you live here in the Germantown area, you really can park your car in most any place that you would want to go to eat, or, you know, to grab a coffee or a glass of wine with a friend. All of this stuff is within walking distance here. So again, much like the Hillsborough Village area, great community here. Great neighborhood feel. Definitely, even the older historic homes here, most of them have been renovated, so have a very nice high-end modern feel mixed with the old-time architecture. So if you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of Germantown. Avenue and Monroe, we're in the Germantown district. We want to do a shot here just to be able to give you guys a little idea, because there's so much flavor that's taken place in this one spot that really shows a lot of the essence of the Germantown neighborhood. So across the street here you see a lot of old historic homes. So most of these are going to have a historic overlay on them, which means that they've got a lot of history. I mean, looking back to 1865, which is when Germantown really started to flourish. The town was founded back in the late 1700s, 1790s by the McGavick family. But yeah, this was Germantown was the first suburb of Nashville. It was the first suburb, and there was a lot of wealthy people, especially people from Germany, that came over, which is why it's called Germantown now. But they really are working hard to preserve a lot of the history here. So you see some historic type homes, and even the shops, they've got to keep the structure the same. I'm gonna have you come here, down here just a little bit, Ashley, but you'll notice that a lot of the sidewalks here are still the original brick pavers from back in that era. But if you look down just a little bit, probably 3 streets down, you can see a lot of modern new construction. A lot of these have been built within the past probably 4 or 5 years. And then you scan a little bit further to the right where this pickup truck is pulling out, and you see the back end of that property. A lot of these houses, you cannot, with these historical overlays, you cannot do anything to the external structure unless you make it back to the way that it originally was. So this is a really great example, or kind of a sneak peek, where people are going in to renovate the houses in this area because the value is so high. It's one of the most expensive areas in Nashville to be able to live, and a lot of that is because of the proximity to that view. I mean, literally you're just minutes from downtown Nashville from here. And so from this one spot, we're getting to see a little bit of history, a little bit of modern, a little bit of the renovations that are taking here to really restore the inside of some of these buildings, and the proximity to downtown Nashville. Germantown is very much so, for a lot of people, one of the most desirable places to live in Nashville. We did a series last month on the Hillsborough district in Nashville, where there wasn't hardly a shot that we took where you weren't seeing people walking their dogs up and down the neighborhood. Same thing here, like you'll see people walking up and down all the time. You see their dogs, them walking their dogs, or just walking to the local market. So again, this is probably the second place in Nashville. Very different feel than the Hillsborough Village area, but still, if you're looking for more of a modern flair, the Germantown area with the proximity to downtown Nashville is a highly, highly desirable area for you to look at. Here we are in the northwest end of the Germantown area. This is called the Buchanan District. So I want to give you kind of a quick pan, but we went here to go to Slim and Husky's. It's a really cool little place that's known for their cinnamon rolls and their pizza. It was named Slim and Husky's because it has 3 owners. One of them was Slim and the other 2 guys were Little Husky. So cool little spot. We're also right next to Willie B's Kitchen and Lounge. Some neat little places here. But definitely, if you're moving to Germantown, both areas of Germantown are not the same. So Buchanan District, there's definitely more gentrification that's still taking place up here. This is more the northwest side of the Germantown, kind of that corner of the 18-block radius that is known as the Germantown area. So the further northwest that you get in the Germantown, definitely you're going to have less expensive housing prices, and you're going to have more of a mix of houses that maybe haven't been renovated yet, or some that are a little bit more dilapidated than what you're going to have, just because that land is so valuable the closer that you get to Nashville. So that southern end of Germantown, where you can really see the Nashville skyline, you can catch views of it here. Like if we walk over just a little bit, you can see, like down the street here, you can see a little bit of a view of Nashville and the skyline there, but it's definitely more obstructed than what you're going to get on the southern end. So we're going to do a pan shot here. This is a good corner to give you a feel of the mixture of buildings that you're going to see in the more northern area. It's still a nice area of Nashville to be able to live, but I would not consider all areas of Germantown to be the same. So we'll do kind of a 360 pan shot here, just to be able to give you a little bit of an idea of what the northern area, the Buchanan district of Germantown, offers for you. seeing a lot of tear downs taking place in this northern Buchanan, where they'll tear these down and build new construction, something very similar to what we're seeing here. So this Buchanan district is very well known for these tall schemes here, where they'll build upright. A lot of times they'll put two on one lot. A ton of new construction or renovation that's taking place in this district. So a lot of the older stuff that was here, you're really not seeing as much of that anymore in this Buchanan district. So, I mean, this is a perfect example of the back of the building. Like when you'll see a really rundown house. I'm saying that, it's not really that one. I mean, it looks like it's in decent shape, but compared to the new construction that's sitting right next to it, and right on the other side of the new construction, you see, you know, it's a little bit falling apart, that house is down there. And so, in this Buchanan, you'll see more of kind of a 50-50 mix of houses. I mean, it's still really, really nice, but this corner does a good job too of kind of some older houses that were probably built in the 1920s that are here, and some of the new construction that's next door. We'll drive down here to the left, down 10th Avenue, and this is going to show you probably about 5 years ago. Yeah, so this is something that was probably built within the last 2 years, just looking at the modern architecture that's there. But some of these down here that you see near the end of the street with the balconies out front, that was a very popular style about 5 to 6 years ago. So most of what you'll see here, unlike the lower half of Germantown where they'll take some of these houses and really renovate the inside, there's less historical overlays in this Buchanan district. There still is quite a bit, but not to the extent as what it is in the southern Germantown area, where they can tear these down and build up something completely brand new. So this is so rare to be able to see kind of these open lots, like over here where nothing's been done yet. I'll probably have to research that just to see what's going to be going on, because it's probably not going to be staying like that for very long. You'll see more apartments also in the southern Germantown area than what you see more in this northern Buchanan district. Not a lot of apartment space up here, so if you're moving to the area and you want to kind of check it out for a little while, the apartments in the Germantown, there's multiple different ones to choose from. In that southern Germantown area is really kind of a neat place to be able to check out. So these are great examples of what we were talking about: the tear down, and then them building two on one lot. These tall skinnies, very, very popular in this Buchanan district, the northern Germantown. And all of this, again, if you're just kind of picking up on this video, all of this is North Nashville, almost directly north Nashville. So again, we talked about the videos where Germantown is the first suburb of Nashville. Really, and this is still today, and this is crazy because this was true 100 years ago, really kind of a mixed use space. So you'll have some commercial stuff that'll be right next to some lower end residential stuff that'll be right next to some higher end residential stuff. And this was obviously mostly inhabited by the German population at one time. And so, but yeah, I mean, even back then you'd have somebody that was really wealthy that was living next to somebody that did not have as much money. There's a lot of tradespeople and whatnot that lived in this area. So yeah, pretty cool. But you can see the new stuff that's coming. You see the Starbucks, you see the Lexus dealership, which has been here for a while. So yeah, pretty cool. This is Rosa Parks. It's kind of a border of the Germantown area, but yeah, really cool. Give you a little flavor here in Germantown, just to show you how hot this area is. There's only 2 homes available to show, period, in the entire Germantown. Everything else is under contract. Right now, as of early April 2021, There's over 26 properties under contract here in Germantown, and there's only 2 left to show. So we're gonna show you those 2 today. Super excited about that. But yeah, you can catch even the downtown views from here just to be able to see. We're a little bit north of Nashville. And again, you probably caught from our series we started. This is the original subdivision of Nashville. And yeah, I mean, this is a perfect idea of what you're gonna get in Germantown. This is the least expensive house that's available, starting at right at $825,000. Close to 2,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3 levels with a full suite kitchen on the 2nd level with Viking appliances, some really good stuff. Every bedroom in this place has an ensuite bathroom, but just the decks and the rooftop deck, especially on this place, is phenomenal. I can't wait to show it to you guys. So let's come on in. I do like the concrete steps, so you don't have to worry about any maintenance on this part. The painted brick really gives it kind of that old town, almost like Italian feel, especially with the gas lamp that you've got there. But this being a corner unit, you know, you could set up furniture on this side, set up furniture over here. But I like all the balcony space. Like for somebody that's wanting a little bit more outdoor feel with being right downtown, this is really a great spot to go to. Steel door, very high quality. So this place is going to give you a good idea of what you can get for that $825,000 in Germantown if you're moving here from outside of Tennessee. Concrete floors that you see here, these are very common. Sometimes you'll see like a stamped concrete, sometimes it's just a stained concrete. But it also is very common for these tri-level units here in Germantown for you to have a bedroom on the 1st floor, which is great if you've got a guest staying. They've got all the privacy. They've changed this into a workout room, which is great. You can pound the medicine ball or be on your Peloton and not have to worry about, you know, waking up anybody still sleeping upstairs. But even the bathroom down here, you've got stone countertops here. You know, full bath if somebody was staying down here as a guest. Really a great spot. Even for a spare bedroom, you've got a walk-in closet, which is great. So really good stuff. So let's go check out the upstairs. One thing to point out too before we go up is the 2-car garage that's here. Wood treads on all the steps. But yeah, an attached 2-car garage, which is pretty rare, not as rare in Germantown. But I mean, you can fit 2 full-size cars here, assuming that they have a Tesla or something similar. Yeah, that actually says Tesla on it. So, but you've got a couple storage areas back here too to be able to keep it nice and clean. Culligan system, tankless hot water heater. This was built in 2018, so it's not a new construction, but it still has a very modern and new flair to it. So super nice feature, especially being this close to downtown, to be able to have your own attached 2-car garage. I love, you know, what they did with these steps here. Put a little bit of a carpet tread on here. It just gives it a nice kind of homey touch. And for someone like me, I've got MS, so my right leg can be weak a little bit sometimes, and I have to worry a little bit more about falling. I don't have to worry about that at all with these steps. So this whole 2nd level is dedicated to entertaining. So, I mean, check out this island. This thing is massive. Like, you could have a dance party right on top of this thing. It is so big. Viking appliances, everything here is upgraded. Really nice, even handles, fixtures that you've got in here. Plenty of counter space everywhere through here. Nice setup, nice flow where you've got the kitchen table here, and then you've got plenty of room for an entertaining area. Even the fan, if you guys have heard of that brand, forgive my French, big ass fans, that's the brand that they've got. And they've got a couple of these throughout the place. So, and again, more outdoor entertaining space here. So you've got your half bath here on the 2nd level, which is great, just makes it convenient for people. We're getting a little higher up here, which is great, but you can get an idea of what the 1st level would look like if it was furnished. If you've got 2 levels, probably not a big deal to not furnish the outside of the 1st level, but plenty of outdoor just kicking it space here. So indoors fantastic, outdoors fantastic. No exaggeration. Like I may be putting an offer, just watch your step there, maybe putting an offer myself on this property. Like this has a lot of things that I have been looking for. So maybe Germantown, here I come. So you can see in the ceilings too, it's got the surround sound there. Plenty of recessed lighting. Love the wood accent wall that they've got there. Looks like they've got a little, almost like mini fireplace, like an accent feature there, which is great. So let's go check out the third level, which is where most of the bedrooms are located. The master suite here is really nice. I think you guys will like it. Washer and dryer stacked, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. I like that this is on the third floor since this is where most of the bedrooms are. So this is a secondary, one of the secondary bedrooms, but again, beautiful countertops, full baths, tile all the way up to the ceiling, which is great. Plenty of closet space, especially for a guest. Really works out well. Even the paint colors in here, craftsman style feel, like that a lot. So you've kind of got like a little entertaining area up here if you want some privacy or just to watch maybe a different show than what they're watching downstairs. This would be perfect like for kids or whatnot to be able to play on their Xbox up here and have some friends over. Really cool area to hang out. So yeah, this is really fantastic. So this is the master bedroom. Little bit small for 2,300 square feet, but it still works. For someone like me, this would be plenty of space. Really don't need much more. But I like the closet space that they've got in here. That would work fine for me as far as how much that I would need. They've got this really pretty well staged. Whoever got this property ready to go did a good job. Kudos to them. You've got the dual sinks. Really good size stand-up shower with upgraded shower head, and again you've got the tile that goes all the way up to the ceiling, and if you want to jam out and listen to a little music in here while you're taking a shower, they've got it set up ready to be able to do that. But really, other than the location, what really makes this place pop is the rooftop deck area. In my opinion, it's one of the nicer ones in any of the areas surrounding Nashville. Really cool. They did some thoughtful touches. So this is a 3/4 screened in area. So you don't have to worry about bugs or any of that kind of stuff while you're sitting here. And all of this is remote controlled. So if you want these to go up, they can roll up. If you want them to stay down, they can stay down. So you can be here watching TV and not have to worry really about the weather or anything like that. You've got another big ass fan there that those things kick off a ton of circulation. But I mean, this is just as good as having a back patio or, you know, a back deck, and to be able just to walk upstairs and be here. But really a very well done kitchen area. So, you know, you've got your mini fridge up here. These are granite countertops that you've got, almost like a leathered granite ice machine that you've got, or just, you know, like another little mini fridge. You could put a keg in there. But even a shower up here, like if you're, I love the turf grass, multiple AC units, just an area to be able to chill out and lie out here and give yourself like you've got real grass, like you're almost like you're outside. But check out this view. Like, this is why you buy this place, because when you got friends over and you're grilling out and you're having a beer and you can see Titan Stadium right over there. I mean, you could almost watch the game from here. AT&T building, Batman building, like I can't even imagine what this is like at night, the way that that lights up. So being on this corner unit, you've got a way oversized upper deck area that really is something special. So this is the cheapest place that's available in Germantown at $825,000. We've got one more to show you that's really going to blow your mind. It's brand new construction, so can't wait to show you that next. Hey guys, super excited to show you this place. This property's priced right just over $1 million, $1,070,000, close to 3,800 square feet. One super cool feature about this place is the basement, and the rooftop deck has really, really incredible views. So we'll take you through floor by floor. So on the main level here, you could easily add a closet space in here, but this is really set up as more of an office space, especially with the see-through French doors. You've got a full bath here that's connected right to your office. Oh, that side's locked. We'll go over to the other side here, but it'll give you a good idea of what that looks like on the inside. I like how this is set up versus the last place we were at in Germantown, where you have the kitchen table off to the side over here, and it's not separating you from the living room space. So with this, you can actually be doing the dishes, have your TV set up here, and be able to, watch TV or still be connected with the people in the room, even while you're doing cleanup or whatnot. So you've got a good amount of cabinet space in here, pretty deep cabinets as well. All of them obviously are soft close. You've got the high-end smart KitchenAid appliances. All of these are gas, quartz countertops, farmhouse sink, even the dishwashers, the upgraded KitchenAid. And you've got a drop zone over here, which is nice if you're coming in from the garage, which is right across the way here. So it's a detached garage. It's a little bit of a negative feature, but it's also very common here in Nashville. So here's a pantry just to give you an idea of what that looks like. So put your canned goods or cereal or that sort of stuff in there, but it goes up pretty high as far as the storage goes. These are all solid doors, solid core doors as well in this place. But yeah, the oak floors that are here really are great. Just gives it kind of a high-end feel to it. So we're gonna go check out the basement. Very, very hard to find, especially with new construction this close to Nashville, to be able to find a basement area. This is another property that I'm considering for myself. Again, the only negative is that detached versus the other place that we looked at had an attached garage, which I thought was pretty nice. Especially when you're carrying groceries in the rain, to be able to have that attached is great. But this would make a great home theater area. You could put plenty of seating here. You could either have your TV up there, which is already wired for, or be able to put a TV here and be able to put multiple rows, huge, wraparound sofas, that sort of thing. Or you've got plenty of space if you want to put a pool table in here. We've got another area down here. I like that you've got a full bath, lots of walk-in storage area. This could also be used as a theater room. It's set up a little bit more square, so a little bit more traditional. You do have the natural light that's coming in here, which you could put some blackout screens there pretty easily. But this would also make a great workout space. So if you've got your Peloton, you've got your medicine balls, you've got your weights or treadmill or whatever, and you're running on and pounding, you don't have to worry about anybody upstairs hearing that. This is a really cool room, especially Tennessee is known for having tornadoes. We had some come through maybe a couple weeks ago, some pretty good sized one. This is really more of a tornado room. It's not technically labeled that, but if you come in, you can see that this is all concrete all the way around, reinforced with these steel beams that you've got here. So as thick as this concrete is, you've got an almost 4-inch thick concrete completely surrounding you. Like, it may blow the door off, but as far as all of this being carried away, especially being underground, be very unlikely for that to happen. You can see the tankless hot water heater, which is a really nice feature to have, especially for new construction. You never have to worry about running out of hot water no matter how many basements you've got. So some walk-in storage here. You could also put some shelves up and maybe have this as your winter closet during the summer, or your summer closet during the winter. Or if you had a guest that was staying here for a while and you decided to use this more as a bedroom space, you've already got the closet set up there. You've already got the full bath here. You've got another little closet space. You can turn that into a closet. You can turn this into a closet. And it's pretty easy to be able to put a door here Or if you've got, say, a mother-in-law, this could be her living room, this could be her bedroom there, plenty of closet space. She's got a sink down here. It wouldn't be that hard to be able to put in a fridge, and really she's got everything that she needs to be able to live down here full time. So really great setup. Love, love, love basements, especially being originally from Wisconsin, the Midwest area. Grew up, in houses that had those basement areas. So we'll go head upstairs and we'll check out where the master is at. They do have bigger bedrooms here than what we had at the other place. Laundry room up here, centrally located. So this hallway walks you into the master. Great oversized master with lots of natural light coming in. I like the size of the shower. All the tile work that they've got in here, the herringbone down here. Dual sinks. Private toilet area. And for me, I like how they've got this stacked up to be able to put your shoes or be able to put other types of things. But yeah, good sized closet. Maybe could be a little bit bigger, especially for $1,070,000, but you got to make sacrifice a little bit here or there, and for me that would be more than enough. So we'll walk down the hall. Like I said, we got the laundry room here, right next to the master bedroom. This is kind of a flex space. Technically, this is a bedroom. You've got a closet there, connected directly with a full bath. You've got the sliding doors. I kind of like that because it adds some flexibility to this room. If you want to use this as an office space up here or something along those lines, it's set up to easily be able to do that. Or even like a kid's playroom if you've got smaller kids, put the toys here and it's easy to be able to keep an eye on them. So this is the third bedroom on this level. As you can see, the Jack and Jill bath is connected with these two. Neat idea if you've got kids. A built-in desk area. They can sit there, do their homework, look out the window, daydream. And you've got your closet space here. So goes up pretty high. I like how they've got the built-ins. Really gives it more of an upscale feel. So now we'll head up to the top level, like we're the Jeffersons, and we're moving on up. You've got a wet bar that's here, right outside the outside entertaining space. I like how half of it is covered. You've got, some of your electric put up there if you want to put a TV or whatnot. And then the other half is truly outdoor. But what really makes the space is your ability to be able to see downtown Nashville from here. It looks like you could just hit a golf ball, hit one of the buildings down there. So you look across the way there, you've got a Walgreens, you've got grocery stores, all that stuff that's super close to here. Right next door, literally this is one of the city libraries. So if you want to check out a book, there'd be no excuse for a late check-in. All you have to do is literally, walk next door. So this place truly has it all, between the basement space, between the enormous rooftop deck with half of it being covered, the views of downtown Nashville. These places are already built up. These are all new construction, so I don't see, anything higher being built to obstruct your views that you've got here. And just really a great location. You can see Topgolf is just down the way there. You can see you're almost within walking distance to be able to go to a Nashville Sounds baseball game. The Titan Stadium's not far from here. You're looking at less than a 5-minute Uber ride to downtown Nashville from here. So Really great location. This is a good example of what Germantown has to offer. So we look forward to inviting you in. Thanks so much, guys. Hey guys, Will Johnson with the Will Johnson Group. We're going to talk really quick today about HOA and some of the fees that you can expect when you have an HOA. So something that a lot of home buyers don't take into consideration when they're looking at their closing costs is an HOA transfer fee. So whenever you're taking over ownership from someone else, even if it's on new construction, there's typically an HOA transfer fee that they charge, and that can be anywhere from $800 to $1,000 to sometimes it can be multiple $1,000s to help fund that HOA. So make sure that you request some information on that, not only on the HOA transfer fee, but also a copy of the bylaws so you can see all of the little things that the HOA is going to require of you, because there may be one or two things in there that you're not good with, and it's better to know that up front before you purchase that new home. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.